Kirsten and...
My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff.
Welcome back, girls and girls. It's Kirsten.
My name is Jordan.
We're back. Episode 2. Oh.
20.
You heard that right.
20.
We're at episode 20. Finally, I should say. Respectfully. Finally. We're doing a special thing today. We are going to film about Jordan's testimony. One of Jordan's testimonies. I remember in October we did one of my testimonies. And we're long overdue to do one of Jordan's. So I don't know which one he picked out for you guys today. So I'll let him take the lead in and I'll ask questions as we go. So Jordan, you want to tell him a little bit about which testimony we're talking about today?
I don't know. I don't know yet.
That's okay.
I don't know yet because I have so many. So
Yeah, right.
You know, we'll go into my injury, actually, that I had in high school. I had an injury in my knee, and it's quite traumatic for me at the time. So God really turned my life around and did almighty things within that time period.
How did you injure your knee?
I didn't know. It wasn't something to where I landed a certain way or I got hit or it's just like a boom injury. It's one of those injuries that happens over time. It was like a slow growing thing. And that's oftentimes what sin does to us. We'll gradually sin and we can think we can still stay close to God, and then eventually you're experiencing a lot of troubles. And it really holds you back, and after a while it's like, man, I'm really messed up here. But what happened to my knee is I played 3 sports. I played basketball, football, track, and then when I was in the off season, I played more basketball. I was playing basketball all year round. That was my big thing. I spent all my time in sports, and I remember when I wasn't in sports, I would be like down and like kind of depressed a little bit when I didn't have sports to play. And I feel like this sort of ran my life. I remember all the time I'd be playing basketball by myself, practicing a lot, just so focused on basketball, so focused on sports. And I remember after a while when I ran, my knee would hurt and it caused me to limp. I couldn't run full speed. So I went to the doctor and he said, it's bursitis in your knee. So you just ice it, take some ibuprofen, and you should be fine. Just ice it, it's a normal thing. Well, I tried this and it got worse and worse to the point where like I couldn't even run. I wasn't playing like myself, and I wasn't as quick as I usually could be, and you know, we knew it was a problem.
Right. So how long did you wait until like you thought it was that diagnosis?
I didn't know at first. It was really my parents which said something like, you're limping a lot out there. I thought it was just my knee hurting because I used to always dive on the floor in basketball. Like, if there's a ball on the ground, I'm diving for it. I'm getting it before you. Like, I'm not just going to stand back. Like, I'm all in. Like, I'm going to get it. Like, I'd go after it. That's the kind of basketball I played. Or kind of anything. If you're in any sport, you might as well give it your all. Like, if there's a loose ball on the floor, that's you getting it. You don't step back. If there's something out there that needs to be done, you get it. You go after it. You do it. So I always thought it was an injury from me hitting my knee on the floor, and
Right.
I didn't necessarily know that it was an injury until after my parents were like, hey, like, we should get your knee checked out. You know, I kind of got used to it a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's you. You know your body more than anybody, and you know we tend to push ourselves as well, which can be dangerous. So
I was misdiagnosed with bursitis.
yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like, So what were you? What actually was your diagnosis?
So we went to a specialized doctor after that, an orthopedic doctor, and they ran X-rays, and they found a small crack in my knee, like right there on the side. I don't know if you can see that from there, but they found a crack in my knee. It's called OCD, osteochondritis dissecans, and it's a rare injury. It doesn't happen a whole lot, and there's a crack in my knee, and they said, that's risky because if you keep playing on that and it cracks and it breaks off, like a piece of your knee breaks off, and it's like floating around in there, like that could cause damage. You might be a cripple. I may have been a cripple the rest of my life, not even been able to walk right. Because like if something cracks off on your knee, it's not like you can just magically get it like repaired. Like you'd have surgery, but it'll never be the same.
Right.
And I said, yeah, we're gonna have to put you on crutches. We're gonna stop all physical exercise, and you're gonna have to be on crutches. And we played it by ear. So the first step was like no weight bearing. So I have to walk on my crutches. And I remember being in school, and it's just so embarrassing to walk in the hallways with my crutches. I just didn't want to be seen.
Yeah.
And sometimes it was so hard because I'd be carrying my stuff.
Yeah.
Like in my arms and walking at the same time while holding my stuff, because they had like a no backpack policy at my school. You couldn't carry backpacks in the hallways because with the safety precautions, because people like to shoot up schools now.
Right.
Like that's how bad sin has gotten. That's how bad the world's getting.
Now that there's police officers in schools and stuff.
We didn't have a police officer in our school. Our school was small. Lapel High School. Shout out to my alma mater. Shout out to the homies watching. Shout out to my non-homies watching. Shout out to everyone in Lapel. Shout out Madison County. Shout out State Champions 2016. But enough of the shout outs. I was in the hallways, and it was just exhausting my arms. And I just remember like being at home and not being able to do anything, and it was just like, I had to just sit there, and I had my favorite thing in life taken away.
Yeah.
Because that's what I prided myself on. Because I was always quick. I was always faster. I was always had the edge on effort. Like I just loved playing sports. That was my thing. That was my go-to. And when God took that away from me, through this, caused me to take a step back and really put things into perspective for me. Caused me to slow down because I ran myself wild so much. So it caused me to take a step back and kind of focus, kind of regain some focus. So at this time they said you're on crutches, and
So how old were you?
I believe I was 16 or 17.
And I know you got closer to God, 19 years old?
I really broke through when I was 19.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of this would have happened if this wouldn't have happened.
See, every step, no, it wasn't. Every step matters. But my question was, so do you think, like, how did you feel spiritually? I know you weren't as tapped in as you were, of course, now, because, our faith is growing, our spirit, we're high in the spirit every day. But, at a young age, a young teenage boy, having that ego or that pride taken from you, even if you didn't feel like you had, like, that much, because pride and ego is not really your thing. But, you still have feelings towards something that, like you said, you loved taken from you. So, like, how did you feel?
I felt, the thing is, I didn't really lean into God a whole lot or really know it was him or was really even aware spiritually, which is what I got to remember, because even though I was 17, 16, you think, like, at this age, people start, but no, like, I was really not aware of a whole lot of that at the time. It's something I look back on and see that God was in the works through that.
Right.
I had my favorite thing taken away, so I really had to, because it's hard to remember a lot of things. Because I remember I had to sit a lot, and I couldn't do much.
Yeah.
And I don't want to misspeak, but this just came back to me. I don't want to misspeak, but I think this was a time period at some point along that I picked up the Bible and was reading it for myself. And that's not something I had done a whole lot at that age.
Right. And it caused you, to actually sit in the Word because you had all that time on your hands.
I had a lot of time on my hands. I couldn't run around, hang out with people. Right. I couldn't do a whole lot, and it took a hit to my ego. Anytime your ego takes a hit, it is a good thing.
Yeah.
Don't think like, man, like I feel down on myself. Like, no, you can lean into that, and it can turn bad. But if your ego takes a hit, it's for the best. It's sort of an identity thing. My whole identity in Christ, I didn't discover my identity in Christ until I was 19, a couple years later. But this precursor definitely played a role. Like, there's a lot of small things that you might not even be aware of. I might not even be aware of that played a role in this.
Yeah, definitely.
So I was put on crutches, and they started off no weight bearing. Then they said you can start putting your foot like 25% of your weight on your foot. And I was at Central Indiana Orthopedics at the time. I'm not gonna say the doctor's names, because I had to end up switching doctors actually. So that's the reason why. Like, if it was a doctor who helped me out, and I'd say it'd be one thing, but I had to switch doctors. And the reason being, I was on crutches for a 6-month period of time. And after that 6 months, I had to wear this leg sleeve, and I could only, like, they said you could only put 50% of your weight on your foot. So I had to limp. I had to limp on purpose. And,
I bet that felt weird.
And I got sick. It was strange, and I got sick of all the questions, like, what happened?
Yeah.
Osteochondritis dissecans. I have OCD in my knee, and then people are like, what's that?
Yeah.
Osgood-Schlatters. I'm like, no, that's not that. Like, so it just got sick and tiring of having to repeat it.
I bet.
And I'm sure this is a time, I don't remember a whole lot from this period of time, but I'm sure it's a time period where I sat and wrote a lot as well.
That's good.
It definitely was. And that's when I really first started my writing journey. My writing journey, I'm getting a little bit off track. I'm going to get back on track. But my writing journey first came when I was like, I want to remember things. I want to have my memories. So I want to write them down so I can read back and know. Because, like, high school is coming to an end. Like, I was just super aware of a lot of things. I wanted to write down everything.
I like that.
I wanted to be sentimental. We even started some scrapbooking, and we do this thing where every time we go to a new restaurant, I get a bunch of pictures, and then we type our reviews. Like, maybe we'll share that in a personal episode sometime. But anyways, back to the story. It just got annoying, and they said I could only put like 25% weight, and I want to get the story right. But then I remember going to, I'm going to say the doctor's name, CIO, Central Indiana Orthopedics, and I saw the doctor there that I was seeing. And I remember, I might have still been on crutches at the time, but I saw a doctor, and he said, yeah, you're never going to be able to play sports again, and you're going to have surgery. He said those two things. Like, you're probably not going to be able to play sports again. I'm going to be I'm going to have a limp. I'm going to have surgery, because they didn't see a whole lot of progression in the x-rays. But the good thing is I had growth plates left. If you get OCD and you're an adult, it's a lot worse, because the growth plates, you could grow like into it, and it could come back together.
Wow.
So I got really lucky. He told me I'd never be able to play sports again. And if you know anything about me, I didn't start skating until like years after this. So I would have never picked up skating in the first place. And through skating, I met a lot of people, and my life was radically changed through skating. Through God, but God used skating for me to meet a lot of people.
Right.
Make a lot of connections, and grow personally. Skating is the thing where you really grow a lot,
definitely,
spiritually. But he said you will never be able to play sports again. And I remember I wasn't like devastated, because for some reason I knew, like, I knew that he was like lying.
That's Jesus's confirmation, huh?
Yeah, it's like when you just know, you're like,
somebody's
whatever.
Full of it. Yeah, that's good. I do have a question though. Like, what is What is the difference between a crack in the bone and a broken bone? Like,
OCD
So
was
it's
from
not
it was from a
broke?
lack of blood flow. It wasn't broken by impact. There's a lack of blood flow to my knee because of overusage. So there's a separation. It wasn't broken off yet, but it started to separate.
honestly, you would think that wouldn't be a rare condition. Because you know how many, like, guys and even women as well play, like, their full all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You would think that that's not a rare, which maybe it's not now. I mean, it's been years since then. I mean, I don't know.
It
But
is, yeah.
It's crazy. Like,
It's rare. You guys can look it up a little bit yourself. And I wish we had some more like information prepared. I didn't even know I was going to talk about this or
That's okay,
I had
yeah.
a definition and
it
everything.
gives them a chance to, like, look into it and stuff. Especially if, like, you guys play sports. Which leads me into the next question. Do you have any advice for people who are passionate about sports, but maybe they can't play due to an injury as well?
Take some alone
Even
time.
though Yeah.
Take that time and use it as an advantage. I just broke my ankle recently, and I wasn't nearly as devastated as I was when I had OCD when I was younger. Because I knew it was God's direction. I knew, because you'll realize at a certain age there's much more to life than sports.
Yeah.
Like, odds are, I don't want to shatter your dreams, but odds are you're not going to go pro because it's very low percentage. So you want to have passions outside of that.
Right. And that's okay to not be pro. Like, I think in episode 1, you know, we talked about, like, you don't have to be the best to the best or be labeled as a pro or be in
Just be you.
the tournament or whatever it's called. Like, you don't have to do all that. You should be playing because you love it, not because of how good you are, to be competitive. Like, you should do it because you're passionate about it. But that also doesn't have to be the only thing that you're passionate about.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't
Yeah.
be your everything. You should
Right.
have multiple passions.
Yeah.
It gives you time to slow down. Life,
Yeah.
life. You should be patient. You should slow down. You shouldn't go running to sport to sport to sport to game to game to practice
Sometimes-
to practice. Sorry if it's getting dark. We're gonna
Yeah.
get through this.
Sometimes God sits you down on purpose. And he'll really, literally, physically sit you down, spiritually sit you down, mentally, emotionally sit you down because you're not listening to him. So he'll do it for you.
You gotta submit. You gotta feel how you're feeling, and you gotta process how you're actually feeling in the moment. You can't try to pretend like everything's okay. You can't try to be okay when you're not feeling happy or whatever. It's God trying to communicate to you that you need to rely on him.
Right. Definitely. I like that. You know. So do you have anything else to add for him today, Jordan?
I didn't even finish my story yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I knew you were trying to hurry, so I didn't know.
I didn't even finish my story yet.
Go ahead.
So they told me I was never gonna play sports again.
Yeah.
And there were still growth plates left in my knee, and I think the reason why that when they re-examined it and they didn't see any progress, they went to that is they thought that process wasn't going to work, or it wasn't going to work that way.
Yeah.
But so we left that doctor. We didn't go back to CIO. I don't have anything wrong with CIO. I went to them for my ankle injury.
Yeah.
But we went to a place in Carmel, and this doctor had worked with the Colts. And he's really down to earth. He's a really
Awesome.
kind guy. I don't remember his name or I'd shout him out. My parents really liked him as well. And he's like, we got this. Like, we're going to get you recovered. And he was just like really on my side. And the surgery wasn't even really in the discussion. Maybe a little bit, but
That's awesome.
I was off my knee for a little bit longer. I came back to him. I got some MRIs. I remember I watched Waterboy, the movie, because when you're in an MRI, it takes a while, especially on your knee, I guess.
Really?
And they have a headset in there to where you can watch Waterboy.
I didn't
Or you
know
can
it
watch a
took-
movie, yeah.
How long? Or do you remember?
I watched like half the movie.
What?
At least, yeah.
Why does it take that long?
I don't know, just a lot of imagery. It's
That's crazy.
maybe because of the significance of my injury. But yeah, I was watching Waterboy.
Wow. That's crazy.
I had an MRI on my ankle, remember?
Yeah, but I don't remember you telling me how long it was.
They put music in my ear. I forget what.
What?
They asked me what kind of music I wanted to
I
listen
didn't
to.
know that was so long.
But yeah, I watched Waterboy, and we went back, had the results, and it said, yeah, like, it's grown back together.
Huh.
We don't see any crack. We don't see anything there. And I remember we were praying. I was praying. It really got to me sometimes. I tried not to let it get to me, but it really got to me sometimes, and it was upsetting. And I prayed. My mom prayed. My family prayed.
Right.
And my grandma prayed. A lot of people were praying, and God knew. God had it in the plans that I
You
wasn't
ain't
done.
done.
So I just skated today, and I'm able to run. I'm able to walk. I'm able to ride
No
bikes.
limp. There's no limp.
No limp. No any trace of that injury at all
Awesome.
in my life.
Praise the Lord.
Besides the testimony.
Right? And that's the best part, because then you get to share the beauty of what God has done in your life and to your body. That's awesome.
He does.
Amen. So is that the end of your story? Let me ask that.
Yeah, it is.
Didn't want to rush you. Sorry. I just know that it's like a little dark, so like Jordan was saying, we didn't really want to rush the video, but I think that was awesome. It was good. It is getting dark.
You didn't know a whole lot of that either, did you?
No. Like Jordan has told me like that story, but not like deep into it. So I learned too just as much as you guys probably did. So it's
Ask
a
your
blessing.
boyfriends and girlfriends questions.
Yes, always ask them questions. You never know what you're gonna learn. So
On film or off film, right?
right. Oh yeah, doesn't have to be on film. Get to know them, get to know their life. So Jordan, do you have anything else to add for them tonight?
Just keep knitting and
If you guys know, if you're a regular, at the end of every video, I'll be like, we love you. Yeah, at almost every video. I'll be like, we love you. And he'll be like, keep knitting. And I'll be like, but it's great, because actually he wants to tell people to keep knitting, but he hasn't knitted in a long time.
I haven't knitted in about a year.
You need to get back on it
I know.
with the older ladies class.
I'd rather knit than be on my phone anytime.
Yeah.
Like when I'm on my phone, it's just like I don't want to do this. So
Yeah.
that's how I know it's of the flesh.
It takes time, yeah. And I remember I think I used to either knit or sew. I think it was sew. And it was really fun because then you can see, like, wow, I made this. It's really cool.
Instead of, how many reels did you see today? 250? Can you name one of them? Can you name two of them? You can go back and look at your messages to see the ones you sent. I'll give you 5 minutes.
But yeah, and I remember like Jordan talking about the class that he went to for that and meeting like cool elder ladies, right?
Yeah.
Like they were like, you're the only like younger male that's been in here. I think we talked about this on episode 3 or something.
Mm-hmm.
3?
Did we?
I think we did. Look at me trying to memorize all the episodes. Anyways, guys.
I miss knitting.
Hey, there's your sign. Keep knitting. So anyways, guys, that is the end.
I have some more to say.
Oh my, I'm sorry.
It's the second time, bro. We're gonna edit a red X.
No, you.
It's like America's Got Talent, bro. Man.
I thought you were done.
You think keep knitting's the only thing I have to leave him with? Man.
We got off track.
Keep
I'm
sewing.
sorry.
That's the other thing I have
I'm
to say, by the way.
anxious. I'm anxious for some reason.
Yeah.
Sorry. I think it's because I know that the lighting is changing. And I'm like, but anyways.
It's okay.
Continue.
The real ones will keep
Sorry.
watching because you can still see a little bit. Because remember, it's better on camera. It always
The
looks brighter
real
on camera.
ones, the real ones. Yeah, that's true. So go ahead with your ending. Sorry.
I also want to tell you guys that if you have an injury and the doctors say it's over, and the doctors say you'll never be the same again, and the doctors say you'll never walk again, and the doctors say you'll never do this and that again, the devil's a liar.
The devil is a liar.
That's all I'm going to say. The devil's a liar, and the power of prayer cannot be understated.
Yep. Yes.
Pray. Get in the Word.
Right. Jesus saves. Definitely.
Physically, mentally, emotionally.
All of it.
Are you serious?
Yes. All of that. You just have to have faith and believe. And that's the key right there. Having faith, believing, getting into His Word, and talking to Him.
Keep reading that Word. If knitting's getting in the way of you reading the Word, then quit knitting. I'm just going to say that from now on. Read the Word.
Quit knitting and read the Word.
Yeah, quit knitting, read the Word.
our inside joke voices that we do, so it's funnier to us. Sorry, guys.
It's funny to everyone.
Is it funny? Is it funny? Comment below if it's funny.
No one's gonna.
Do y'all do that? Do y'all have different voices?
Y'all have to do that, or your relationship's not really on the on that
y'all
level.
have different voices with your boyfriend or girlfriend, or even friends. I know you got it with your friends at least. Maybe your mom or dad.
This is my little
that'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
To have it with your parent.
Yeah.
Your mom does
Yeah.
that sometimes. Anyways, we are like everywhere trying. That's good.
It's better to be everywhere.
know,
It's better to be everywhere than nowhere.
Ooh, that hit. I'm going to have to make that into a Glowing Globe post. Speaking of Glowing Globe posts, y'all should go like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube, but sorry. But also follow us on Instagram at the.glowing.globe. Bam. Follow us on Facebook at
The
Glowing Globe. It's not the
Glowing Globe.
And then of course our YouTube platform. Get us out there, guys. You know, share it to your mom, your grandma, your friend, a stranger
Your
on
girlfriend,
the road,
too.
a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a friend.
A husband. Why?
Share it to your dog. I don't know, but come on, man.
Email it to your
email
biblical
it.
scholars.
Email it. Print it out.
Show your pastor. Print it
Show
out.
your pastor. Yeah, print it out with a QR code. No, actually, it's probably like.
That's our job.
That's our job.
Sorry.
Wow. Look at Kirsten trying to get y'all. They're probably like, is she gonna pay me? Is she gonna pay me? Glowers and glowers, we love you so much, as always, and we hope you enjoy.
No, our email.
Oh yeah. Also, you can't follow or subscribe this, but also if you have any questions, you want to be on the Glowing Globe, you just want to say, hey, anything, whatever it is, you can talk to us through our email or our Discord as well, which I don't know our name on the Discord.
We gotta reschedule that.
We're bad at that part. Anyways, our email is
At glowingglobe24
@gmail.com.
at gmail.
I don't think there's a the. No.
That's a good deep question. Are we the Glowing Globe or are we Glowing Globe?
We are the Glowing Globe to me.
But if it's Glowing Globe, you can still say the. Like you can say I'm going to the Walmart. Down
That's
the street.
weird.
I'm
I'm going to the Walmart, the Target. Anyways,
the Goodwill. I want to throw this bottle and see if I get it in between one of those bars.
they don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna do it. Oh, so close.
Never give up.
I want to keep doing it over and over. I'm not
Never
gonna
give
lie,
up.
but it's getting dark.
Anyways, guys, yeah, I want to go swing.
Enjoy
We're
the
at a park right
fireflies.
Yes, enjoy the fireflies, and hopefully you see them in the background of the video. All right, as always, we love you again. Bye, guys.